Third is useless. The Director General of NIMS Welfare. Bad. The Director of the Jiutepec General Hospital. The National Report Chief. And to DeLimp's well-being, Median Adriana Peña Eslava. The head of the Jiutepec General Hospital, Xochitl Castillo. Bantara. All and with you are welcomed. Hear the words. The words of the constitutional governor of the state of Morelos, Margarita. Asarul. Good afternoon to all of you. It's great to have our great President of Mexico here, Dora Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo. It was a clear tea. Those divas. Also with great pleasure. The Secretary of Health of the Government of Mexico is not visible, is unobligated. Also for its the General Director of IMSS-Bienestar, Government of Mexico to the Dr. Alejandro Ernesto Svarts Paris. And I want, as already seen, Son present them, those who will be in charge of this great QTPC hospital. The doctor removed the NES, not the Dr. Daniel Eduardo Iquiguia who is. And here I love you little ones. So it's done. National LIMS Information Service, we welcome you. The average, the Penjusla, and we give it to. Great reception. Will be the head nurse of this general hospital, Cecil House. Yes, I flag. I'm going to let the President and also in Doctor's Bass well present to you. What is going to be the only thing I want from. Say with all the love, affection for our state. Pato President, we thank you very much for this investment. This investment was greatly needed here in the municipality of Jiutepec and in this region. One of the most important questions we are going to have with this. It's going to be disconcerting. Operate at the General Hospital. Abaca in the Pairs Council. We have this projection for the future. Also improve in the PARS hospitals we will achieve. Also 525 new jobs for season. The most important thing because that project, National of the Fourth Transformation, the free service. Furthermore, there are 100,000 inhabitants of locality. I will. The only thing the President tells me is that we are proud. That's the all Mexicans that with that Valentine defend our nation, and it is not alone, we are with it. Take the floor. The limbs well-being Alejandro Bars Piers. Very constitutional president of the Mexican United States, Claudia Kemba in Pardo, of the state of Morelos, Margarita Gonzalez Saravia, Dr. Hussein Abish, Chief Amirian Chief Yamal. Town of Morelos, today we inaugurate the new hospital. About enough animals. But in reality, today we inaugurate something bigger. That a hospital today on this earth is closed for a long time. Historical debt and begins a new stage for Morno's public health. Because Jiutepec is not just any place, it is a land. Gave life for centuries where the Apantles crossed. The orchards where the cane fields grew and the rice fields that they fed. To an entire region, a fertile, hard-working and personal land. A community and also new tensions of centuries. Which means what he deserved. I went to Hernan Cortés, who settled here very close to Tlatelolco, one of the most important paths to his career of the innate vice president during generation. Peons. The fruit of Jiutepec's work went far away to the crown, to the settled people. To a few, that is why Zapatismo here was not a abstract sign, it was a real experience, the towns of Morelos. Understood calm Molino, because they knew the dispossession, because they knew. Which meant fighting for land, water, and dignity. Jiutepec joined the Southern Liberation Army. He resisted, fought at a very high price during the revolution. Knows what it costs to defend it justly, decades later. Another change in Civac turned Jiutepec. That sustained the economic growth of Morelos for decades. Said the index. A salder pure. Important, it is a history debt. Transformation cannot. Nor a service conditioned by money. Thank you very much. And a public investment of $750. It was what was smart, robotic arms and the ability to remote surgery. With the best special in real time. Specialties such as in pediatrics, then already and because Mrs. 3 hours to see the car. This is vital, you will have
del IMSS-Bienestar para dar a luz
within room by room.
en sala por sala,
Without feeling fragmented by the system, just one of the most health and how we treat.
y cómo tratar
Hospital works alone.
hospital funciona
Doctors, orderlies, social personnel.
limpieza, ellos, presidenta,
The heart of
quiero
also the governor.
gobernadora
And of course, because the transformation of the country is not built from a dealt with the shit.
compartida del
Want to ask
También quiero pedirles que
co every day in the state co is in Morelos. Dr. Claudia.
la doctora Claudia
Director of very proud. The great Daniel Esquigua, director.
Daniel Esquigua, director de
They
ellos garantizar que esto
not as I
sino como parte
central
de
hospitals. A few years ago, our country made a historic decision.
tomó una decisión histórica.
To her,
Y hoy
this transformation under his leadership comes.
liderazgo llega
Jiutepec marked by an agrarian and that deserved much more. Few hours.
llegar aquí
The pregnant woman, a Nero de Zapata, a fly from Tejalpa, and probably not.
y probablemente no
In the
pensará
smart operating room or in the digital files that are
en los
already.
expedientes digitales que ya están
By
operando.
operating, you will think of something much simpler and much more human.
Mucho más humano.
I hope they keep up. This is vital. It exists so that the answer is.
Existe para que la respuesta sea
Because the people of Jiutepec, I hope.
Espero
Because the people of QTP waited a long time for a hospital at their level. Cerro de las Piedras pressure. Next, a video will be shown referring to the inauguration and the also the Hospital General Jiutepec. I'm gonna put the camera over here and walk you. The weather is hot and the trains have dispersed. In 2010, they gave me the pacemaker for 10 then because I was going to my. Sometimes it gets complicated for me because of the passage. Health, we have the Jiutepec General Hospital. We can at time if it provided better quality. A lot of modernity. He wondered if it has the service of the vision of outpatient Corino, the rhinology, general traumatology is traumatology. The attention that will be free of charge. Well, helping people, right? Because there are many sick. And well, we are going to help each other a lot, the truth is. And in this public health service, no, 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 no. And the public system, let's explore simple. What I told us, the President's Constitution of the United States being edited. Alias doctor. He won't see us, what are the people like? How are you? Thanks for watching this. You did it a little late because in the morning. Today we were no longer with the representatives of the unit. European because we signed a Raven trade with the European Union. A global agreement. Because there is a recognition of what? Mexico is living of the people of Mexico, of the Mexico plan that. We therefore proposed little more and a year and it will be, or rather it already is. This agreement is very important for Mexico. It took us a little longer then. We thought and then we went out and then the city traffic. Stop here, but we're already here. Thank you very much really for waiting for us. Always. It's a happy day. And we inaugurate hospitals, schools. And now it is. Without worrying about this Jiutepec General Hospital. What is it about this institution called? Is it an institution that the president created, the López Obrador? You know that already. 3 institutions. That care for health, well, 2 main ones. The IMSS, which is for workers mainly. Bankruptcy of private companies, not only but mainly. Who have social security in the IMS, there is the IMS. Yeah, which is for all of us who are state workers. Isn't it Avia, health services in each state of the rep? Each one separated, that happened. In the 90s, it was previously centralized for non-right-of-way. It was decentralized and was abandoned. Not really the health system, the 3 health systems were abandoned. With what idea or why were they abandoned? Well, with the idea that if someone gets sick, well, let me pay to have this idea that, well, the services. To sell cobras, we have a different idea. That idea of privatization of public services. Was it an idea from what we call Mexico's neoliberal period? Was it 6-6? Miguel de la Madrid. Gortera Salt Flats Cedillo. Come on. A vision that he which is absolutely false because the people of Mexico. He has always been a worker. What happens is that in this, well, the salaries were not enough at all. The minimum wage has not been increased in 36 years. Public institutions were becoming smaller. Well, I'm going to give an example, the IMSS. The Mexican Institute of Social Security was born in 1990. It was actually designed by Zero Cardera, who left the government in 1940. Of Abela Camacho, who put it into practice, well, from 1904. In 1983, in 1982 it was built. Around 43,000 poured. In beds more or less, 37,000 beds in different hospitals. 37. From Milka, or is it framed? 30 years, 37,000. Thank you. 39 in many hospitals. Then the next 36 years of this period. What do I say? Neoliberal period of 1983. In 2018, fluid in 2018 it was built. And there were only 4,000 cabas, imaginative. And your population is growing, and it is not going to. Growing at the same time the number of hospital beds, and at the same. Over time, the health of Mexicans deteriorated. Why did all the junk food start? The truth was the increase in the consumption of soft drinks, of chips, of chocolate, of muffins, which is not bad from time to time, take it your eat. Problems when the friend's food is replaced. The house, healthy food by sea. So imagine health deteriorates. Of the Mexico, no new health centers or hospitals are being built. What's happening? Saturation of hospitals. Diseases such as diabetes, hypothyroidism, of attention. Same time, fewer beds or, well, not enough beds. As the population grew. This one was worse. Deteriorated in that period. In addition, they were privatizing it. And it is for those who did not have the right to experience or the IMSS nor the East, because the health services are increasingly worse. And if they were the so-called popular insurance, I don't know if they remember Fox. But they actually built hospitals. They inaugurated them, and they didn't provide the team, they didn't hire. We doctors, when the president arrived, the operator, there were 8 hospitals that were inaugurated there, which actually didn't work. Strengthening the IMS, more beds, more health workers, more preventive medicine. Strengthening the list as well. Hospitals plus health centers, and now we are with this institution, which is called the IMSS Well-being. What was done with the president, the opposite Brador, and we are consolidating it. What are they? Those who decide to enter IMSS welfare are federalized again. Salt services. So now they depend on a federal institution like the IMSS. What does this allow? That services are shared. Mexico City is not separated from Morelos, of something, of Guerrero, but we are part of the same health system, and we are also providing it with making more hospitals, more health centers. The Casa por Casa Salad program to serve older adults. From his home, and we are moving forward, just look at it. That we entered the government in October. From 2024 to we have already inaugurated 27 hospitals. It's new. I'm over. And in total, we are going to make 9s. Il comma, none more in our excess between the limp, it is listed and the limp as well. 9,000 new beds. And without all the hospitals. What's the next idea of where we're going? We do not want health services to be shared. We have a single universal health system in Mexico. A single system, or a single, we call it the universal health benefits. The IMS is maintained, the IMS is maintained. The need is strengthened, and we are moving forward. Although even though I am of borderline well-being, it can attract me to some formato at the IMS. Or it can attract me to some diseases. Ready? Because at best where I live there are no IMSS, there are only some. Capital this so that they can assist me there. That way we're going to, therefore creating a single universal health service. In order to do this, we need first more hospitals, more. Within health, more hiring of doctors, more nurses, training new ones. Doctors train new nurses, train new health personnel. Make more health centers, more hospitals. That's why it is. We are doing now, and we are also going to do a. It is essential that every Mexican has his or her credential of the Universal Health Service. This year we are in credentialing all older adults. And then if you have your credential can disqualify you in the district health systems. What are we also doing? Now we serve it and they want it, but we are going to respect each other while. That's how it looks. Bueno. The Universal Health Service, free medicines because they have. Include free medications. For this, Dr. Kersenovich, who I believe that the world is not the best, but one of the best. Doctors, our country, the doctor who has seen eminence. National International, Alejandro Esvarts, who is also. Yummy. They're in the Nutricio Ubra Hospital and many others. Okay. They are doing something very important. Look, for example, if one falls ill with aloe, or have diabetes, Val doctor and a doctor gives him a medicine. Ivaco Natraj El Jetta another, Ivaco Natraj El Jetta another. He went with the other and gives him another if the service. Health pays attention to everyone because it has to buy 4 types of medication. All they're doing is, let's take the problems, protocols. With the best male and female doctors they sit. They don't tell me there is anything for this condition. What medications do we have? Let's go shopping out. Well, there is variety according to the person, but not as well as everything that is needed, because everything that who decides because it is very difficult to have everything. All in so many medications and they are not needed, so they are doing these protocols. And he is also buying all the medications together. And for the clean to be, we are doing the health routes. Every month, Alejandro makes sure that the health routes go out with all the medications to all the health centers and to all hospital. I know sometimes they say no medicine, but also who can get the idea of what happened 6 months ago or 8 months ago. At this moment, we have 80% supply in medical. Yes, we are missing some, but we are solving it and we are going to move forward. And they are free. And we are going to make other mechanisms that are already very. Soon we will inform you so that if I don't find it in the health center, in any case, they can have free medicine. That can. Of less. These are things that we are generating new. Imagine that you are going to have everything. A universal health service app on your phone. And there they will be able to see their medical records. There they will be able to get to know, ask for your appointments in your center of being. To the U, including health orientation, the service will have all of that. Universal health. Why don't we do it? Why do we conceive that access to health is a right? We have, yes, someone can't afford medicine. Health becomes a privilege, the government has an obligation. And it is to give health to each and every Mexican, the best possible health action. There are resources for this. And there are resources there. What they didn't do before, well, because before they were very correct governments. Cough the truth, or when they paid taxes to their friends so they didn't pay them. Not now, everyone has to pay their taxes and we govern with. I am very happy to be with. You inaugurate this. He deserved it because he sinned against you, and I want to congratulate the truth, Margarita Gonzalez to Arabia, because it is very good governor of the state of Moreno. Congratulations to all of you in Morelos. Who saw Mexico, who saw Mexico, who saw in you. Gabio, I'm crazy. A body mass. More to President Constitu of the United Mexican States, to the constitutional governor of the state of Morelos, as well as the authorities present. The cutting of the inaugural isto of the General Piddle of Jiutepec. One, two, three. We forget to show due respect. To tune our Mexican hypnonational. Thank you.